Welcome to Learn with Maxell, your hub for fluent English via real conversations. Subscribe to join our community and sharpen your listening and speaking skills.
Welcome to Step by Step to English. I'm your host, Maxell. This show is for students who want to grow their English skills, speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Each episode gives you a clear path, a true story to spark your interest, deep lessons and analysis, real student questions and experiences, and a small task you can do right after listening. Learning English can feel like climbing a high mountain. You might fear mistakes, worry about your accent, or freeze if you lose your words. This podcast will help you turn those fears into fuel. You will hear how one student transformed her nervous voice into confident speech. You will learn step-by-step methods you can use daily. No long textbooks, no boring drills, just short, smart practices that fit into a busy student life. You'll also discover how other learners faced real challenges and found simple solutions. Set aside about an hour, find a quiet spot, and open your heart to new ideas. By the end of this episode, you will have a ready-made plan and concrete tasks to take your next step. Let's begin our journey together. Part 1. Mai's story, facing the fear of speaking English. In a small town in northern Vietnam, second-year student Mai carried 6 years of English study in her notebook, but she kept her voice silent. She sat in class, watching classmates speak with ease. Each time the teacher asked a question, her heart raced. She feared mistakes, feared the pause in her speech, feared being judged. In her mind, every slip was proof she was not good enough. Her fear started in high school. One day, her teacher asked each student to stand and introduce themselves in English. When it was Mai's turn, her voice trembled. She froze halfway through her sentence. Some friends giggled at the uneasy pause. Mai's cheeks burned. From that moment, she vowed never to volunteer. She learned to hide behind notes and nod politely, but inside she longed to speak freely, just like the actors in her favorite movies. At university, she loved watching films with English subtitles. She dreamed of walking London streets, chatting with locals about music or food. Yet when she tried to practice with recordings or study groups, her palms grew sweaty. A simple, "Where are you from?" felt like a test she could never pass. Quick, one-word answers became her shield. The silence afterward felt like a spotlight on her fear. Then, one Monday morning, everything changed. In listening and speaking class, the teacher announced a project. Each student would give a 3-minute talk in English about a hobby they loved. This project would weigh heavily on the final grade. When the date appeared on the board, Mai's chest tightened. She lowered her head and pretended to read her notes, hoping the announcement was a dream. But her friend Lynn tapped her shoulder and whispered, "Don't worry, we will practice together." That afternoon, they met in a quiet corner of the library. Lynn smiled warmly. "Let's pick your favorite hobby. What do you love?" Mai's voice shook as she said, "Drawing." She sketched scenes from nature in her free time. Trees, flowers, birds in flight. Lynn nodded. "Great. Speak slowly. Use short sentences. You can do it." They spent an hour crafting a simple outline, an introduction, 3 points about why drawing is fun, and a conclusion. Back in her dorm room, Mai opened her phone's voice recorder. She read her outline aloud. The first attempt sounded stiff and flat. She stopped, took a deep breath, and told herself, "One step at a time." She recorded again. This time she noticed where she spoke too fast and stumbled over memory keeping. She wrote notes on her paper. "Slow down here. breathe, smile. With each new take, her voice steadied. The next morning, Mai walked across campus speaking to herself. She pointed to a statue and said, "This is a statue of President Ho Chi Minh." She described a tree. "That tree is over 10 years old." She practiced soft phrases. "I like," "I love," "My hobby is drawing." She even practiced questions. "What do you think about it?" Each time her words felt a bit stronger. She discovered a small spark of joy in the act of speaking. In class, the teacher asked for outlines. When it was Mai's turn, she stood up. Her voice trembled at first. "My hobby is drawing." Then she pointed to her board and spoke about stress relief, self-expression, and memory keeping. She paused to look at her classmates, adding a gentle smile. When she finished, the room was still for a moment, and then soft claps rose around her. Her teacher nodded proudly. After class, Lynn high-fived Mai. "You did it!" she cheered. Relief and pride washed over Mai. The butterflies in her stomach turned into warm energy. For the first time, Mai believed that speaking English didn't have to be perfect. Her accent, her pauses, even her small corrections did not matter as much as the message she shared and the courage she built. That afternoon, Mai joined an online language exchange group and met a student in Canada. She introduced herself and asked about his favorite food. They laughed when she said poutine with a Vietnamese accent. He replied, "Your English is clear, and I enjoyed talking with you." Mai felt her heart glow. She had connected with someone across the globe simply by giving herself permission to speak. Over the next 2 weeks, Mai built a practice habit. Each morning, she spoke for 5 minutes, recording herself, reviewing notes, breathing through nerves, and each evening she listened to a short podcast. She tracked one win and one area to improve in a small notebook. Slowly, her stumbles became fewer. She noticed she could carry a simple 10-minute conversation, something she never dared to imagine before. Now, with only days left until her official 3-minute talk, Mai felt calm. She had turned fear into fuel. She looked forward to the stage with anticipation instead of dread. She knew that no matter the outcome, she had grown on this journey. Her story proves that small actions every day lead to meaningful change. Part 2. Interview and Analysis. Turning Mai's steps into your simple plan. In this segment, we dive into the key lessons from Mai's journey. Each lesson becomes a clear action you can take to build your own English skills. Follow these 10 steps in order, or pick the one that fits you best today. 1. Notice your fear and name. Every speaker faces fear. Mai's first win was admitting, "I feel shy." Naming your worry makes it real and manageable. Write 2 short sentences that capture your biggest fears about speaking. "I fear mispronouncing words," or "I worry about long pauses." Place this note where you see it each morning. When self-doubt arises, remind yourself, "I accept my fear and I will still try." Use this mental cue before every practice session this week. Second set. One small, smart goal. Mai chose a clear goal. In 2 weeks, I will speak for 3 minutes about drawing. Use the SMART model to set yours. Specific, exact topic, hobby, daily routine, favorite film. Measurable, length, 1 to 3 minutes. Achievable, matches your level. Relevant, links to your reasons, travel, study, work. Time-bound, clear deadline, date or number of days. Write it in 1 sentence. By Friday, I will introduce myself for 1 minute, and post it on your wall or phone. Read it aloud each morning and report your progress each evening. 3. Build a simple 5-point outline. Mai's outline guided her flow and calmed her nerves. Use this shape for any talk. 1. One-sentence introduction. My hobby is cooking. 2. Point 1. First, cooking makes me relaxed. 3. Point 2. Second, I share food with friends. 4. Point 3. Third, I learn new recipes. 5. One-sentence conclusion. That is why I love cooking. Keep bullets under 6 words. Hold your outline in front of you during practice until you internalize the shape. 4. Record yourself and reflect. Recording is your mirror. Open your phone's voice app, read your outline aloud, and press record. Then listen back with fresh ears. Note every spot where you rush, pause too long, or mispronounce. Mark those parts on your script with quick labels. Slow, breathe, or check word. Record a second take, focusing on those areas. Even 2 or 3 rounds will sharpen your flow. 5. Practice a little. Every day, small, daily habits build real skill. Mai spoke 5 minutes each morning and listened 5 minutes each evening. You can do the same in just 5 to 10 minutes per day. Morning, 3 to 5 minutes. Speak your outline or tell a short story about your day. Afternoon, optional 3 minutes. Shadow 2 to 3 sentences from a video, play, pause, repeat exactly. Evening, 3 to 5 minutes. Listen to a short clip. Write down 2 new words and use them in tomorrow's morning talk. After 1 week, you'll log over 30 minutes. After 1 month, more than 3 hours of focused practice. 6. Seek quick, friendly feedback. Feedback guides your next step. Mai's friend Lynn listened, clapped, and offered 1 tip. Find a partner, friend, classmate, or online exchange. Take turns. One speaks for 2 minutes, the other listens fully. The listener gives 1 positive comment and 1 clear suggestion. If no partner is available, post a short voice note in a study group and ask for 1 tip. Keep feedback cycles fast and focused. 7. Use materials you love learning. Stays fun when it connects to your passions. Mai mixed drawing stories with podcasts she enjoyed. You might choose a short movie clip with subtitles, a news article on a topic you follow, or a favorite song. Watch or read 1 to 2 minutes and note 5 phrases. Then practice those phrases in your outline shape or free speech. Anchoring new words in your interests helps them stick. 8. Celebrate every small win. Every success fuels your confidence. After each session, write 1 line in a win journal. Today I spoke 3 full sentences without pausing, or I used the word creative correctly. On tough days, reread your journal to remind yourself of progress. This habit trains your mind to seek growth rather than perfection. 9. Keep a mistake. Log mistakes point the way forward. Mai logged hers in a simple 2-column table. Mistake and fix. For example, mistake, how to fix, Wednesday, Wednesday, pausing too much, pause once, after each point, after each practice or feedback, add 1 new row. Over time, patterns appear, showing exactly where to focus next. 10th review, weekly and adjust. Smart practice is focused practice. Each week, spend 10 minutes to review your win journal and mistake log. Read your wins aloud, then scan errors to spot 1 clear pattern, such as rushing at the end or mixing past tenses. Set 1 mini goal for the next week to correct it. Like, insert 1-second pauses after each key point, or drill the th sound 5 minutes each day. Write this mini goal on your daily practice note. This cycle keeps your learning efficient and ensures steady progress. By following these 10 lessons, naming your fear, setting a SMART goal, outlining, recording, practicing daily, seeking feedback, enjoying materials, celebrating wins, logging mistakes, and reviewing weekly, you will craft your own roadmap to confident English speaking. Start today with Step 1. Notice your fear and name it. Small actions add up to big change. Part 3. Experience Corner. Questions and stories from students. In this segment, we share real questions and journeys from fellow students. See how they solved common problems and find ideas for your own practice. Journey 1. Tuan's Daily Spark. Tuan, a third-year student in Ho Chi Minh City, found his motivation fading by midweek. He set a micro goal, 1 minute of speaking practice before breakfast. He spoke about his plans for the day. After finishing, he rewarded himself with coffee. Each week, he added 30 seconds. By week 4, he spoke for 3 minutes daily and shared his wins in our study group chat. The group's cheers kept him going. Key tips. Start with a micro goal, 1 minute. Pair practice with a small reward. Share wins with peers for extra support. Journey 2. Lynn's Listening Breakthrough. Lynn, a second-year student from Da Nang, struggled with fast native speech. She chose learner-level podcasts, 120 words per minute, read transcripts while listening, and underlined new phrases. Then she shadowed sentence by sentence for 5 minutes daily. After 2 weeks, she understood 60% of the clips. She slowly increased speed and removed transcripts. She also blocked 10 minutes daily just to listen, without pausing or checking notes. Key tips. Use level-appropriate audio. Read transcripts first, then shadow. Gradually remove supports as you improve. Journey 3. Hoa's Contextual Vocabulary. Hoa, in Hue, memorized 50 flashcards weekly, but forgot most. She switched to 5 theme-based words per day: food, travel, campus life, writing 1 personal sentence for each. She practiced these sentences in her morning talk. She set reminders to review on days 3 and 7. By using words in context and spaced review, she retained over 80% of each week's words. Key tips. Learn words by theme, 5 per day. Use each word in a personal sentence. Review sentences at 1, 3, and 7-day intervals. Journey 4. Anne's Speaking Partners. Anne, a freshman in Hanoi, had no one to practice with. She joined her university English club and shared her SMART goal. 2 members offered to practice with her twice weekly. She also improved her online exchanges by writing a clear introduction. Hello, I'm Anne from Hanoi University. I want to practice daily life topics. Replies increased, and she regularly spoke 15 minutes with new friends. Key tips. Join an English club or community. Share your clear goal when seeking partners. Schedule short, regular sessions for consistency. Journey 5. Min's Exam Fluency. Blend Min used TOEIC prompts, but rarely spoke. He recorded his answer to describe a busy street scene, then expanded it with personal details. I enjoy the energy because it reminds me of home. He joined a study group where each member presented 1 prompt and discussed it for 2 minutes. This blend of test practice and real talk boosted his fluency and exam scores. Key tips. Turn exam prompts into personal stories. Add details to make responses natural. Practice in groups to combine skills. Journey 6. Huang's group project, Hack Huang, a final-year student, felt too busy for personal practice. She prepared 2 sentences before each group meeting, related to the project topic, and rehearsed them. For a marketing project, she said, our target is young professionals. We could highlight social media trends. Peers praised her ideas. After the meeting, she asked for one feedback point. This method improved both her project and her speaking under pressure. Key tips. Prepare 2 clear sentences for real tasks. Rehearse with recording before meetings. Ask for one quick feedback point afterward. Common themes. And your next step. Across these journeys, notice how students used micro goals and small wins, contextual learning and personal relevance, quick feedback loops, enjoyable materials and real tasks, regular review and adjustment. Which story speaks to you? Do you need a daily spark like Tuan, better listening practice like Lin, a club like Anne, or an exam blend like Min? Choose one action today and try it. Even small steps move you forward. Conclusion and call to action. Today, you heard Mai's journey from fear to confidence, 10 clear lessons you can follow, and real student experiences showing these ideas in action. Now it's your turn. Pick one lesson. Notice your fear, set a SMART goal, or record yourself. Start with a single 5-minute practice session tomorrow morning. Share your goal and win with a friend or in our online study group. Ask for one question you can answer in 2 minutes and post your recording for feedback. If you found this episode helpful, subscribe so you never miss a show. Share it with a classmate who needs a boost. Follow us on Instagram at Step by Step English Pod for daily tips and join our Facebook study group to find practice partners worldwide. Your English journey is not a sprint. It's a series of small steps taken day by day. Each moment you practice, each mistake you log, each win you celebrate builds your confidence and moves you closer to fluency. Keep going. Your